Tell 'em run it all.
What is going on? What is going on, everybody in the house? What is going on? Wake up in Cleveland every single morning.
I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this wet. Tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this wet. Tell 'em run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this wet. Tell 'em run it all.
What's going on, everybody? It is your man, Cleveland Terry. We're going to do something a little different today. I have my guy, Carlo Intonita. And where are you from? The Philippines?
The Philippines.
Carlo from the Philippines. You guys know this guy. He is a huge YouTube presence. He is a DJ champion. And you've seen his videos. He does amazing things on every piece of gear. Cheap, expensive, he does it all. So I got my man. We are sitting here. Well, he's sitting. I'm standing.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You have a chair.
Oh, yeah. I guess maybe because I'm the guest, so I get the chair.
But we are here at Sweetwater Studios. It is GearFest 2022. We've been trying to make this thing happen for like a year now. We're here together, so we're finally able to do that. So, Carlo, welcome. Welcome to the channel.
Thank you, Cleveland Terry from Cleveland.
And I'm not from Cleveland. So remember that, everybody. LA. I'm from LA.
Oh, man.
So, I've been wanting to bring this down. I've been wanting to have you on because I think your story is really, really cool. You've done something that like a lot of people try to do, but you've actually accomplished. I mean, one, you're a Threestyle champion. Two, you have a really, really large YouTube following, and every video you put out there is just, huge. So we'll take it. Maybe we'll take it from the beginning, because one of the questions that I know a lot of people have is, what happened after you won Threestyle?
Good question.
Yes.
Well, before I answer that question, let me drink some hot sauce.
Did I forget to mention that this is Hot Ones, the DJ version? So we're going to be drinking some of this hot sauce every question, and hopefully we can get through. We have 3 different packets. It's going to be interesting. So
Cheers.
Cheers. We drinking the whole thing?
That was not a good idea. Okay, let's answer the question.
Oh my God.
After I won Threestyle, what happened to me? Well, I thought I would get the girls, the fame, the gigs. None of that really happened. No one really cared. I thought I would come back a hero. No one could give like 2 shits about me. In fact, I had less gigs after I won the competition.
Now, why is that?
Because when I was training for the competition, I turned down everything.
Oh.
I wanted to completely focus on winning Threestyle.
So, you turned down all these gigs because you were like, I'm a winner now.
Yeah, that's what I felt. Like when I joined Threestyle in 2014, I was still working for Lamborghini as a management trainee, and I hated my job.
Okay.
And I wanted to quit right away, and I was looking for a reason to quit.
Mm-hmm.
And then Threestyle announced that they're coming to the Philippines for the first time to actually do it. And I was like, okay, this is it. If I win this competition, then I'm going to quit working corporate and just go into DJing full time.
Sure.
And I really committed because I gave up everything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see my family. I didn't see my girlfriend. I didn't take any gigs. I didn't go to any events. I practiced day and night because in my head, I'm just a kid.
Yeah.
Fighting DJs who are twice my age,
Mm-hmm.
who have battled more DJs than ever, who are international people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just a bedroom DJ who's just into scratching.
Right.
So I made an effort to really give it my all.
Okay.
And I did.
And you won.
And I won.
But nothing came from it.
Nothing.
Now, when we say nothing, I know a lot of people, maybe you kind of go into it with these high expectations. Like, all the money's going to fall out. Did nothing happen?
Well, to be honest with you, I got a couple of gigs.
Mm-hmm.
People were wanting to see me DJ.
Right.
But they weren't as many gigs as they were before.
Okay.
But it was nice to have that title.
Yeah.
But after I won, a lot of DJs also began to not like me.
Well, there's always the jealousy aspect of it.
Especially if you're in a really small tight-knit community in the Philippines. It gets pretty crazy. People talk.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting that you say that, though, because, you know, Jay Espinoza was also a Threestyle champion. And I made it a point to kind of watch where he went after the fact, you know, because I was like, let me just see. And he was like, I think he was a mortgage lender or something like that. He worked for like, you know, Bank of America, something like that. A year later, he's still working at Bank of America or wherever he is, and he's DJing, but it's like the success that you think is going to come from it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now you say you're a bedroom DJ. When did you start DJing?
Well, I've always had the interest since I was a kid. So I was 5 years old. I was a kid
Oh,
in
wait.
Hawaii.
I asked another question.
Aha! It's time to drink. Here we go.
You know, it wasn't as bad the second time around.
Yeah, like, my mouth is already spicy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is nice. Okay. So I was a kid in Hawaii. I was 5 years old, and I was watching TV. And I saw a commercial for a DJ, and he was making these scratch sounds. And I knew from that moment that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I went to my mom, and I was like, Mom, can you get me some of this DJ gear? And she's like, nope, it's too expensive.
Of course.
And I kept hearing that answer over and over again until I turned 18. And by the time I turned 18, I could afford DJ gear, and that's how I started.
Okay, so 18 is when you started.
Yep.
Give or take.
Yep.
Now, you started, did you go right into scratching? Or did you have any interest in, like, actually, like, you know, blending and the traditional style of DJing?
I thought DJs just scratch. I didn't think they would actually like play music and make people dance. Till I went to college parties and saw DJs actually mix music and make people dance, and I was like, "Whoa!" That was a crazy revelation.
Well, you know, A-Track, I met him at DJ City, and he was talking about the fact that he won DMC.
Yeah.
And then and obviously because he was so young, he's a novelty, so people want to book this guy. He had never DJ'd. He had just scratched. Yeah. So he was like, I don't know what to do. I had to learn. I called all my DJ friends like, you got to teach me how to mix now because I've never done that. So it's amazing to me that there's all these avenues that you can take in DJing and still the fundamentals can completely be ignored. But it is what it is. So, okay, no success off of the win, which is just terrible when you really think about it. You would expect most people that win something as large as that see growth, see something from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do.
They're flying you out. Hey, come out here, come do this gig for me, and you know, that's too bad.
I thought so too. But like I compare myself to other Threestyle DJs who joined 2013, they're already getting booked. They're already getting booked for other international gigs, and I was just still here in the Philippines,
right, doing
my $15, $10, 5-hour a night gigs. Yeah, and it was quite sad.
I'm looking at my thing here, and I'm seeing this weird, it looks like a low battery, but it wasn't low a minute ago. Commercial break. Hold on. Okay, what's going on, everybody? It's your man, Cleveland Terry. We are at Sweetwater in a little place called Fort Wayne, Indiana. This is my first time here, and when I tell you that this place is massive, I'm not downplaying it. It's one of the biggest places I've ever been in, and it's super impressive, the level of service, the level of detail, just everything they do here is just like top notch. I've never seen this before, ever. So, I mean, look, right here. There's a slide. There's an actual slide. So if you were thinking like, yeah, let me show you how high I can go up there. So if you were trying to picture what this campus should be, this is the type of campus that sits at like Google. It's like a Google campus, but it's in the middle of Indiana, Fort Wayne. I say that jokingly, but I really, really mean it. It's super impressive.
We're back.
Okay, we are back. Woo. Thank you for the pause. We had a dead battery on the camera, so it happens. This is what happens with live recordings. Sometimes you run into some issues. So, back to your story. I'm trying to understand how the bridge works between winning Threestyle and then being a YouTube
Okay,
guy.
I can break that down.
Perfect.
All right, let me take another shot.
Yes.
Cheers.
We might have to go hotter after this.
So I'm going to try to make this story short. So I won, right?
Uh-huh.
Tastes good. So I won in 2014, and I wanted to, because I came close. I came so close,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I was so close, but I didn't get it. And I was like, man, if I just maybe worked harder, I would probably reach that #1 title.
Sure.
So I practiced my butt off for 1 year.
Okay.
Like when I prepared for Threestyle in 2014, that was like 4 or 5 months of practice.
Okay.
So I was like, if I do 1 year, I'll probably win.
Okay.
So I did that research. I practiced every day, 15 minutes a day. I wrote down it in my I wrote down everything I did in the day in my diary.
Okay.
And I did not I did like 8-hour shifts. So I would practice 8 hours, rest, maybe 2 more hours, rest.
Jeez.
Yeah, because like in my head I was like, how do I scratch as good as Qbert? How do I juggle as well as Craze? How do I do that in such a short amount of time? So I had to
Right.
squeeze it all in.
Mm-hmm.
And I joined 2015.
Okay.
Won in the Philippines. Flew to Tokyo. Didn't place in Tokyo. I lost.
Mm-hmm.
And the set I actually made there, I never published because I was so ashamed.
Now, do you think that you lost because of technical skills or just mental mistakes, or they were just better than you?
I think everyone was really good.
Okay.
Everyone really showed their A game, and I was just stuck in focusing on the technicalities of things and not making the crowd dance.
Yeah.
People in Japan are also quite different from people in Azerbaijan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you know that it was illegal to dance in Japan
I did not know that.
until like quite recently they removed that law in Shibuya.
And now it's like Dre Day.
Yeah, now it's like party time.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I lost in 2015, and then I went home, and then my girlfriend at the time cheated on me. Like she did something with some guy on Tinder
While you were
while
working
I was
your butt
there
off.
working my butt off in Japan trying to win a competition.
Yeah.
So I lost Threestyle. My
Lost your
girlfriend
girl.
cheated on me. How low can I go, right?
Right.
Right. So to make a story even shorter, I love this noise.
I
This
know.
is great.
I'm like, I don't know if it's duct tape, if it's just some sort of tape. Something's
Right.
happening, but that's
right,
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a part of the live experience, people. Live experience.
Yep, guerrilla style. So a couple of months, like the thing is, I was so sad. I had nothing else to do. So I broke up with my girlfriend after a couple of months of just going crazy with her.
Now, was this, you broke up with her a couple of months after she cheated, not immediately?
Yeah, because I'm a pussy.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's just keep it in, Carlo. Keep it in. So anyway, after I grew a spine, I was like, okay, I'm free. I can do whatever I want now. Then I thought like, what would work for me as a visual DJ
Yeah.
who does tricks, of course, making DJ videos. And that's how I started.
Okay.
That's how I got the inspiration to get started because of this breakup.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a couple of routines with my friend Vince Cabrera.
Okay.
We shot a couple of DJ videos. We started like, really simple stuff. We wanted to do like what Shifty was doing, what
Yeah.
Craze was doing, what the Serato team was doing. We wanted to do that in our own style, and we did.
Yeah.
And eventually, one of our videos became a viral hit. It was my remix of Chainsmokers' Roses.
Okay.
And Roses caught that. Chainsmokers saw the video
Uh-huh.
and shared it.
Oh.
And after that,
Okay.
that's when I started getting booked. That's when people started to really notice me and be like, hey, can we get you for this party?
Now, hold on.
Mm.
Do you think that, because I know a lot of people will say, well, look, everything happens for a reason, and it took Threestyle to get the skills up so I could make these videos. But do you sometimes think, this is bullshit? Like, I did all this work for this, and the thing that actually gets me famous is just a YouTube video.
Right. Right. I know, right? It's like, what is the world up to? Well, there's two sides to look at this. You
Yeah.
can look at it from a pessimistic point of view and be like, everything I did was bull.
Yeah.
And it was just like a TikTok video or a viral video that will get me to success.
Right.
Or you could try to find you can try to find success or happiness in your pain. Or you can try to find reason.
Yes.
So that's what I try to focus on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, but if I could go back, I would break up with that bitch and never ever go through that ever again.
But the pain is what put you where you are today.
Yes.
You know,
yes,
you gotta learn from all of your mistakes. So,
Yes.
so YouTube guy,
Mm-hmm.
only on YouTube, pretty much. I mean, I know you have your IG, you have a little bit of TikTok, but like primarily it's YouTube. Do you have any? Because I know people are looking and people are thinking about getting into YouTube. That's a thing now. Everybody wants to be, on the social front. We're all here. We get it. Is there any? What are the 3 most important tips you can give to a up and coming YouTube person?
Okay, really good one. Shot first.
Well, I'm out.
I'll take it.
We might have to go to the hotter one.
Nah, it's fine, man. I'll take it for the both of us here.
Okay.
Ooh. Tip number 1. Use what you have. Even if it's a phone, even if you're going to use a pirated version of Virtual DJ on a laptop you stole, go right ahead, man. As long as you just try to mix music and post it somewhere, that's the best start.
So steal.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're getting at. Steal.
Steal, pirate, get your mom's credit card, upload on YouTube even if you're underage.
And if you get your mom's credit card, I have a great site, Sweetwater.com.
Finally, we plug them in.
Plug their sponsors. Bam!
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay. Jokes aside, but there is some truth in that. And that is, don't fall victim to like, I have to get the best gear or the best cameras or whatever. And if I don't have that, it just won't be good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one. And, there's a lot of things nowadays, I don't know, maybe 5-7 years ago, let's push it more like 10. Yeah, maybe the cameras weren't up to snuff. Maybe, but like your phone now takes amazing content. It has excellent microphones, not as good as the Shure microphones,
No.
but has excellent microphones. And before you're able to spend the money, because you haven't made any money yet, to get these things, start with the basics. Okay, that's 1.
That's 1.
Okay, what's 2?
Number 2. That's actually it. Oh, number 2 is, it's gonna sound cheesy, but like really just don't stop. Like once you start, just keep posting content and try to make every video your best video ever. Even if it's like you're doing it for yourself or doing it for someone else, you have to put your own signature in that video. Like you have to give it you have to give it everything you got.
Now, speaking of that, and we'll get to the third one in just a second, but I think it's important to talk about the fact that your videos are fantastically made. They're edited really, really well.
Thank you.
The lighting is really good. I wonder why.
Thank you, expensive aperture lights.
Yeah, but the lighting is really good. And now, I didn't see your first. Do you have your first video that you ever did? Is it still on your site?
It should be there.
Okay.
It should be there.
So when you look at your old videos compared to now,
Oh my god.
is there a drastic difference?
Yes, light and day, dude. Like I look at it, I'm like, wow, I didn't adjust my white balance. Oh, the
Yeah.
key light is off here. Why did I choose this type of visualization? Why? Oh gosh.
Yeah, I get that. I think we all run through it. I make a joke because my first video was it was about a lapel microphone for your camera, and the content was fine. That was great, but I got into this thing thinking that okay, well everybody's using LUTs. So I got to use a LUT. Yeah. So I went out and I'm like, ooh, orange and teal. Okay, let's start with that. And I put this LUT on. I went back to see that video. I don't even know what color I am.
Right.
I don't know. I can't even describe the color. But that's when I realized that I took it too far.
Yeah. There was a time in YouTube where everyone was using LUTs.
Yes.
To really look professional.
Yeah. I don't even use LUTs anymore.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't touched it in forever.
Like, natural lighting is the best. Natural coloring for me is the
Exactly. Yeah. So gotcha. Okay. So obviously we didn't get to 3. So what's your third?
Third. Keep doing what you're doing and don't care about what everyone else is saying about you. Like, yeah, okay, care if like they say your content is crap, but like don't let it, demotivate you from continuing on. Because a lot of kids nowadays are pretty soft. And if you say something like, hey, you suck, man, they're like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. I agree. And I think we all kind of go through it. I've experienced a great deal of, anger and hate, whether it be because of color or because of opinion or whatever. People are very vocal online. And because there's a lot of power in anonymity, you know. And so I think that you have to have thick skin if you're going to do YouTube. If you're going to do any social stuff, you got to have thick skin.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the days I used to look at comments and be like, really sad.
Right. Yeah.
Like, whoa, my scratch was off at that beat. Oh my gosh, I forgot to use sync, or like I use sync too much, man. Like you can never make anyone happy.
Everybody's a critic, and everybody's better than you.
Yeah, on the internet.
on the internet, exactly. Like I have a video where it was simple. It was like mix 5 songs in 5 minutes, whatever. And I was doing a Billie Jean loop into like Nirvana. And the Billie Jean loop, I looped it on I think it was 2 bars. The first bar was right on beat, but the second bar drifts. So it started messing up. So I adjusted for it really, and I'm literally talking on the microphone like, hey guys, oh, hold on, this one's a little off. Let me change that. Showing what a real DJ does when his music's off. You have to adjust. You know what I mean? That's normal stuff. Oh my God. You should have re-recorded this. You should. I can't believe this was off. And I'm just like, I don't understand. Are you not seeing the whole concept here? You know? And then I even did a video afterwards saying I could have re-recorded it. I could have just made it perfect.
Yeah.
But that's not real life. You know what I mean? Like for every DJ out there will probably admit to you, there's not one time on a gig, on a routine, on an event that a mistake hasn't been made. But a DJ is just good enough to hide the mistake.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is. You get good enough, you just start hiding all the flaws.
Yeah, thank you, echo effect.
Exactly. So, you know, people are just angry out there. They're really, really angry, and it can turn you off for a minute. A couple of times in my YouTube career, I almost quit. Your quality of content, I'm sure you don't get as many, but you do a lot of live mixes, so you have every eagle-eyed person like, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
You should have done that. Why didn't you put the echo here instead, and blah, blah, blah.
Well, that's why there's annotations explaining why I did what I did.
All because of them. You were tired of explaining.
Yeah, to an extent. And, you know, I really wanted to remove the perception of people thinking of DJs as people who just press play and do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, there's reason for why we turn this knob here and there.
Gotcha.
It's not like because it feels good.
Yeah.
It does, but, like, there's a reason.
Now, you do a lot of the mix videos. You do reviews also. You've been doing this for how long?
5 years, since 2017.
Okay, so 5 years, and mentally.
Oh.
Where are you at mentally as far as the content that you're providing? Are you happy with the content? Do you want to? Are there places that you maybe want to go that you know, or they kind of go beyond what you've been doing? You know, what's your future look like?
I want to improve everything.
Okay.
Like anyone who's into the creative market, like everything has to get better.
Yeah.
These mix with me's have to get better. I have to start getting more sliders. I have to start getting a cinema camera to make it look more even visually pleasing. Like we all want to be like MKBHD. You know, he's the idol.
Yes.
And I want to get there.
And by the way, you're the first person that's ever used him as a reference.
Dude, MKBHD is the best.
He really is.
His life. That's what we all want. Let's be honest.
Although does he live in Jersey or some like?
He lives in like New York, New Jersey.
Yeah. Okay, that's okay.
I call him time to time to ask him for advice.
Do you really?
No, I'm kidding.
Like, you never know.
Nah.
You might have that pull. I don't know.
Nah, not me. But yeah, like it's good to always improve.
Yeah.
And in terms of like my mental health and how I see my channel, I'm more pumped than ever.
Okay.
I just got married.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I just got a new condo. I'm gonna move to the States next year. Like
you heard that. He's moving to the States, the United States.
Exclusive.
Okay.
And now like it feels good. Like everything is now on my shoulders. Like I am totally the captain of my own ship now, and I feel more motivated than ever to make the best content ever.
Okay.
Because the time is now. It really is now. And
no,
if I
you're
don't
right.
change, or if I falter, I'm done. Like I know everyone's looking at me. Everyone in the DJ market is like, who's this guy? Like how is Carlo gonna do it? How's Carlo gonna do this or do that? And I feel the pressure. But you know when you're a battle DJ, it can either kill you or make you stronger. And at this moment, I feel motivated.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you are probably one of the highest DJ content producers on YouTube.
Yeah, tutorial.
Tutorial. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm not James Hype, guys. I just teach. I'm not like, yeah.
You teach well though. Yeah, and I just met James Hype, by the way.
Oh, how is he?
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Nice guy.
nice.
I met him at Beyond the Music last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a cool guy. Although he was in flip-flops, like flip-flop Crocs and like black shorts, and he had like just come from the airport. I thought that was a little weird. Like, this is your normal style? Like, you never see him when he's
Right.
DJing. You don't see his feet. Like, that could be his shoe of choice.
Yeah.
I just have no
You
idea.
never know.
Yeah. So but I thought that was a little odd. Just right then and there. I was like, Crocs.
Crocs, okay.
Okay.
Comfy. Yeah.
James Croc. So you're doing tutorials. You're doing tutorials and gear reviews. Are you still going to continue to do gear reviews?
Yeah. If the company sends me gear, Pioneer DJ, come on, man. FYI, guys, I only got the Rev 7 like last week. Not thanks to Pioneer DJ, but thanks to Serato DJ. Just saying.
I understand. Not necessarily with Pioneer DJ, but I have had manufacturers that just, for whatever reason, just won't send me product.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. It's like I had one, actually, it was with Reloop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I met the guy at NAMM. He's like, yeah, here's my card. Email me. I'm emailing him. Nothing, right? Finally, I throw it out. I'm like, I've been trying to do this Reloop video forever. And AGI Pro says, hey, I can take care of you. So I'm thinking he's just going to send me an Elite from his stock. He emails Reloop. The guy says, yeah, I'll send it to you. And I look at the email. It's the same guy that I've been emailing that hasn't responded to me.
Right.
So I'm just like, what the hell? So they're okay sending me stuff, but not okay. You know, so
Yeah.
I get it. I completely understand. And it's frustrating, you know, especially I'm just trying to find out where it's coming from because it seems like it's right behind me.
It is. It is. What can you do, man? Guerrilla style.
Guerrilla style. That's okay. That's why they have, you know, noise isolation in Final Cut.
Yep.
Just removes all this stuff.
Yep.
And look, we're rocking on. I got the SM7B. You got the was it the M7 MK7, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. It's great microphone. You sound good. You sound good.
Yeah, buttery.
Thank you. So okay. So hopefully they start sending you product.
Yep.
Do you feel that sometimes you might get a little bit of not hate, but kind of maybe soft blacklisting because you're honest?
Yeah, totally. There was a time I made a review on Recordbox DJ6, and I roasted it. I was like, I don't think your subscription model is a good approach for DJs. I think people who paid for software, for like expansions in Recordbox DJ5 should get that for free with Recordbox DJ6. And I said it in my review. And I even like made a video of Pioneer DJ as Dr. Evil as Pioneer DJ. And I got a nasty email later saying, why did you do that? We're not Dr. Evil here. We're done.
And okay.
Yeah, and that was my closest contact with Pioneer DJ.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, it's always, I've always said, because I've known a couple of people, not necessarily Pioneer, but with other companies, and like they don't get product anymore.
Yeah.
And then like I'll go look at the video that usually screwed them, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a couple of times where I look and I say, you know what? You probably could have been a little more constructive with the way you said it. Like you just sound angry and hateful. I'm not talking about your video. I'm talking about the other video. And so I've always told them, everybody, look, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll be constructively critical, but I will be honest because I think that's what people want to know.
Yeah.
You know, they don't go to a channel to be kind of, have smoke blown. They just want to know the facts.
Yeah.
Do you like it? What are the problems? Why is it good? Why is it bad? Why should I buy it? That's kind of our jobs,
It is.
Yeah. So I totally understand the whole honesty thing. It's a big deal. And, you got to stick to your guns.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
the thing is it's like, it hurt my feeling to see all these other DJs and YouTubers get gear before me.
Mhm.
Like, you got gear before me.
I
Some
did.
other guys got gear before me, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm in this path. But whatever I'm gonna do,
Mhm.
I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability, so that I can't be ignored.
Yes.
My numbers will speak for myself.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. And trust me when I tell you, it took a while
Yeah.
for me to get the gear like everybody else.
Yeah.
Because, you know, for the longest time, it was, oh, well, we got to send it to Crossfader. We got to send it to Digital DJ Tips first. And then you'll get the second batch. And I'm just like, whatever. I get it. You know, it's a totem thing. I understand. But I also, you know the quality of work that I do. And, you know, when you're like, you think you're on par, it just takes a minute, you
Yeah.
know? And so, but it's the game.
Yeah.
We all play a game here, you
Yeah.
know, and there's nothing with Digital DJ Tips or Crossfader. They all do great work. Mojax all do great work, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with you feeling like you do equally good work.
Yeah, I mean, we all have to take pride in our work, and I think every person who gets into YouTube has to speak from their heart and just really let their work speak for themselves. Let their numbers speak for themselves. And it's the people who stay most consistent are the ones who really just outrun the rest.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I do. Now, I actually have a question. You do all of your mix tutorials,
Yeah.
and you're using, you know, popular music, but they're remixes. How are you getting around the algorithm? So are you not monetizing for your videos?
All of the mixed videos I make are not monetized.
Okay.
I repeat, all of the mixed videos I make, including my Threestyle set, is not monetized. The only way I make money from YouTube is because of the tutorials.
Yes.
The pro DJ breaks down this thing, or like breaking down Swedish House Mafia's
Yeah.
earphones, or like, you know, yeah, that type of video is what works for me.
Yeah.
I mostly try to focus the mixed videos as ways to
Entice people.
entice people to the course, to the channel,
Right.
and to the
And it works.
And
I
it
mean,
works.
look, you're one of a couple of people. Crossfader does the same thing.
yeah.
Not to say who does which one better, but, you know, it is what it is. But speaking about your pro DJ
Yeah,
does,
yeah, TLM.
yeah, pro DJ does this.
Yeah.
Pro DJ, you know, DJ's on a $20 controller. You won't believe what he's just done. There's a lot of clickbait to your
Yeah.
your videos.
Yeah.
Why do you feel that you know you have to go that way? Do you think that did it start off where you made clickbaity style title and then it just like you couldn't get away from it, or did you have to kind of go there to try to generate more views?
Well, in the beginning, I wanted to make my titles honest.
Yeah.
DJ Carlo makes a house mix on a DDJ SB3.
Okay.
Who the hell is DJ Carlo? What the hell is a DDJ SB3? So I had to find a way to sort of make the title more alluring. And Pro DJ is just worked and
Yeah.
has been working for the longest time. And other channels are actually using the Pro DJ title. Right?
Hey.
And it works.
Yeah.
And I can't blame them. Because
Yeah.
I just got the same idea from other YouTubers.
Oh, it's a huge
Pro
thing.
photographer.
Photographers, that's all they do.
Yeah.
It's all clickbait.
Pro photographer uses like 10 cent camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm done with my Mac. And then you watch it like for today.
Yeah. Yeah, there you
You're
go.
like, oh, you got me. So, okay. And I think, look, there is some power to the fact that the clickbait, they do work.
Yeah.
You know, like that's
Sadly.
why when I review something and it's like, you know, ooh, Rev 7, but dude, I like it. You know what I mean? Like it's stupid, you know, but people will take that.
Yep.
And they'll run with it, you know. It's the game.
It's the game. And there's actually like a couple of scientific videos
Yeah,
that
that-
actually prove that clickbait ain't that bad, and it works.
Right. Yeah. As long as you keep the content,
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah.
Now you are pretty exclusively on YouTube, but you're moving into TikTok and the real. What do you think about that coming from YouTube?
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, my videos are known to be full of annotations and well lit and nicely colored, etc. And I see these TikTok guys, you know, they mix one song to the other and suddenly they blow up, right? And their angle isn't nice, and Their technique isn't exactly the cleanest
Right.
and in key, but it works. And it just really goes to show that people don't really care
No, they don't.
about the gear you use or what annotations or how much money you paid for your program to make it look as good as it does. And it just goes to the essence of being a viewer.
Yeah.
We just want to hear and watch a good story. Hear something cool, watch something cool.
Yeah.
Period.
No, you're right. You're right. Look, we all have to get into it. It's the nature of the business. If you're trying to be in social, you got to be on top of all the socials.
Yeah, you do.
Like, if you're just like, because I know people that are only on like Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, who's on Facebook anymore watching these types of things?
Yeah.
You know, I'm rarely on Facebook. Instagram, Reels, like that's where I kind of stay. But like, I know TikTok is making a serious push, you know, and all the youth are on TikTok,
Yeah,
you know.
that's a thing.
It is a thing, man. It is a thing. Now, but do you feel that you know, you have to kind of cater to the youth, or you think that you can kind of create a social platform that works just for you and your demographics and people that like your stuff?
Well, let's be honest. Technology moves pretty fast.
Yes.
Eyes move pretty fast, and if you don't stay up to date, you're gonna be left behind.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah, I have no choice but to go to TikTok and maybe do one of those dances and those cute mashups.
I have a dance video and we're going to splice in right here, by the way.
Yeah.
Of you dancing. So that's cool.
Yeah, more views.
Yeah. More views. Exactly. That might even be my thumbnail.
Yeah.
Pro DJ.
Does TikTok? Does a TikTok dance?
Gotcha. We'll do two more and then we'll get off. And if we want to do another one, we'll do another one at a different point in time.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you are a tractor user.
Oh, surprise! Surprise, guys! I use tractor. I love tractor.
You love tractor. You love
Right.
tractor even today.
To this very day, even though it's very outdated.
Does it even work on Mac? Or does it work on like the
It works on Mac.
you also use Serato, you also use Rekordbox.
Yep, Serato Record
So
Box.
then I'm going to take it
Oh,
away.
and Algorithm DJ.
An algorithm DJ. Hey guys, don't sleep on algorithm DJ.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that is the future.
Yeah.
Nobody will admit it. It's the future.
Yeah.
It's what they're doing is the only thing that needs to be done. I know Tractor has their app also, but like, you cannot have a company that does not cater to mobile when every kid in the world is on mobile.
Yeah.
That's just dumb. So they're literally opening up the door. It's like a gateway drug.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? You're on there. Oh, I'm using it on my iPhone. Oh, look, I can use it on my iPad. Oh, they make it on a computer too. Oh, I don't even need my computer. I can just use my iPad.
Boom.
Done. Done. Algorithm DJ, thumbs up. But you use Tractor.
Yes.
You use do you use it on a new computer, or is it like a old 2012 MacBook Pro?
Okay, let's go. Let's start from the beginning.
Power PC?
Yeah, like why do I use Tractor? Why did I choose Tractor? All
Please.
So back in 2009, I had a choice between Serato or Tractor.
Okay.
And I was a kid in college. I didn't have a lot of money. So Tractor was a cheaper choice,
Makes sense.
right? DJ Shifty was really rocking it. Hubert was there.
You're right.
So I was like, damn, this looks really good.
Okay.
So I stuck with it and I really enjoyed it because of the mapping capabilities of it. Like I'm really into like mapping echo effects and beat mashers and beat rolls into like one button.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And during that time, Ian Golden, DJ Tech Tools, dude, they were killing it, man.
Okay. And they were all on Tractor.
And they were all on Tractor.
Gotcha. You know, full disclosure, I've never used Tractor.
Oh,
Ever.
it's not good.
I used it on the iPad. Remember when they had that one little Tractor app for the iPad?
Yep.
I did download it, but I've never DJ'd with it. So I'm actually making it a point to get some Tractor equipment and to do a little
Yeah.
do a test on it. Everybody that uses Tractor swears by Tractor. That's the thing that it's always like people they're like, I love it.
Yeah.
I can't leave it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, I just can't leave it.
Yeah. Hardcore Serato user switches to Tractor. Boom.
Yeah, I did that
Clickbait
with
title.
Virtual DJ.
I saw the hate.
Yes, so much hate.
Yeah.
But so much hate. Still to this day, I get comments on this thing, like 10, 15 comments a day.
Yeah.
On that video.
Yeah.
It works.
It works.
See, clickbait works.
Clickbait unfortunately works.
Obviously, Tractor has incredible MIDI mapping.
Yes.
From what I understand, incredible audio.
Yeah,
Yeah?
sure. Like it's really good at keeping key.
Okay, gotcha. And the effects are really, really good on it.
They're okay.
They can be.
They're all right.
Yeah.
The Pioneer DJ's echo effect will always trump any echo effect in my ears.
So even though they just said how theirs were good and Pioneers were bad, you disagree?
I mean, scientifically and technically, maybe theirs is really good, but like in application,
Yeah.
Pioneer
Yeah.
DJ's echo effect just works.
Yeah, I got you. Look, for whatever reason, and I've listened to most effects, it's really the only one that you can do cleanly and not have to make any changes to.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just.
But like Serato's echo effect, Native Instruments echo effect, they're okay, but they're just software effects.
Yeah, hardware is always better.
I mean, objectively.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And I would say this, that the because I mean even the rain echo is fine, but it's still not as good as Pioneers.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever they did, their tail, the fall off, everything is just kind of perfect on Pioneer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
They're all good effects.
Plus
but
one for you, Pioneer.
yeah, Pioneer really just edges everyone out there.
Now, but my whole thing about Tractor was, I mean, I'm going to say this and it's going to piss somebody off. It feels like it's on its way out.
Well, it did for a long time.
Yeah.
They really, in my opinion, they really messed up when they removed the jog wheels.
Yes. Was that the S4?
I don't know, S5, S7.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they really lost touch with the DJ market there.
Right.
But now they're trying to make a comeback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one that they had here at Sweetwater Studios, where we're doing this podcast, looked cool.
Yeah, the S4 Mark III, Mark IV.
Looked good.
That's great.
Like I'm very, very impressed by it. I'm going to try to get it and use it, and hopefully the transfer in my cue points is not too complicated.
Oh yeah, you can just use some easy. There's a lot of softwares that do that cue point transferring thing.
Gotcha. Perfect. So out of all, Tractor is your favorite.
It's my favorite.
Okay.
But I use them all.
And what is your second favorite?
Oh, it's between Rekordbox and Serato.
Okay.
So maybe Serato.
Gotcha.
Maybe
Okay.
Serato.
And a lot of people will say, because Rekordbox has some really good library management. That's the best part of Rekordbox.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Serato for me is still. I was born on Serato, so
Yeah.
it's hard to leave Serato.
It is. It really is.
Now I'll ask one controversial question, and then we'll start to tail in here. Hardware. What is your favorite hardware?
Okay.
And what is your least favorite hardware?
Favorite hardware. So are you asking about DJ gear? Like
Yeah, DJ gear.
what specific DJ gear do I love to use?
Yes.
Um.
And granted, you haven't gotten the Rev 7 yet, so.
Well, yeah. Well, if I was going to maybe just DJ with one set for the rest of my life,
Yeah.
what would it be?
Mm-hmm.
As much as I try to hate on Pioneer DJ, it would really be their CDJ 3000,
Yes.
900 Nexus 2,
Okay.
and another CDJ 3000.
So you'd go 900s.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, maybe the S9, not S11.
Not
The
yet.
S9
Not S11.
S9.
What don't you like about the S11?
Well, I said it in my review, but I just feel like it's a bit too much.
Okay.
Right? I like to keep things simple.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really need the screen. Like the screen for me will eventually break.
Okay.
So I like to keep things just working. And the S9, I think, captures the essentials every turntablist DJ needs.
Yeah. I kind of feel that way about the, the S9's great, but I do need to have those split pads. So the S7 is what I would kind of opt
Right.
for. And I don't disagree.
Oh, let me also give more reason why
Yes.
why am I more biased to the S9?
Okay.
It's because I mapped the S9 to work with Tractor.
Oh,
Right?
there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. It always comes back to Tractor.
It does. Like I use my S9 mostly with Tractor.
Now, because Tractor would probably struggle more with the S11 because of the screen.
Yeah, and it won't look as good. Like you won't see the waveforms.
So it's just sitting there with like Pioneer sitting in the. Okay, I get
Yeah.
that. I get that. What is your least favorite gear?
Least.
Yeah, has there been any piece of gear that you've gotten, either bought or had to review?
Oh, I got it.
Oh wow, that was fast.
I got it.
Okay.
So, when I was starting out, I bought this pair of Stantons.
Okay.
Stanton CDJs, right? And I was so happy to use them. And I pressed play. And I was gonna putting my hand on the jog wheel and I was gonna do a scratch.
Right.
Nothing. And I would actually use them for DJing. I would just, play them CDJ style.
Right.
And they would just shut down in the middle of my set. And here's like a little tidbit. My first gig ever, I used Stantons.
Okay.
And I was getting the crowd jumping and enjoying themselves. And then all of a sudden, poof, they just stopped working. And that was my first gig. And I could never look at Stanton the same way. That's why they're out of business. Are they? They are, right?
They no. Well, okay. I think they're under the In Music umbrella now.
So they're good as dead. No, I'm kidding.
I hear there's something coming out with Stanton that's supposed to be revolutionary.
It better be.
It's gonna have to be.
It really broke my heart. I have a scar here from the first gig I did because of some guy threw a bottle at me because the music stopped, and I'm like, this is Stanton's fault.
That's crazy. So for all of you that don't know, we've been spending a lot of time together. Carlo's a really, really good guy, and I'm glad we were able to spend some time together. He drinks heavily though.
Hey, if there's we're in Indiana, Fort Wayne, right?
What else is there to do?
There's good wine here, so I wanted to try the wine.
So that's why, because the wine, it's known to have good wine.
Not really, but I wanted to try their local wine.
Okay.
And their wine was okay. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Gotcha.
I enjoyed it.
The local wine I got was vodka. And it's always good.
Yeah, it's always good.
All right. So, Carlo, thank you so much for coming out. Where can they find you if they're looking for you?
Oh, just I'm on YouTube, guys. Just type there DJ Carlo and poof, you'll see a lot of stuff.
Not to be confused with DJ Carlos. It's DJ Carlo.
Yeah.
No
Italian.
S. No S.
Yeah.
The last name, do they need that?
Nah, just type DJ Carlo.
Okay. And on socials?
It's DJ Carlo.
Same, DJ Carlo.
Yeah, and then you'll see my long last name.
It'll pop in afterwards. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Perfect. Well, make sure you guys are following him. Again, fantastic content. If you're trying to learn how to mix and why we do transitions the way we do, he's a perfect example with visuals and everything that will help you get through his tutorials, because that's what they are, tutorials. Remember that.
I'm a tutorial guy.
There you go. All right. So once again, we are at the Sweetwater Studios at the Shore booth. They're breaking down around us. You've heard the noise. They're looking at us funny, like, get the hell off my booth. But we're here. We're using all Shure equipment.
Except
for the Zoom that's crapped out on us. That's not Shure.
That's not Shure.
I actually asked them, I'm like, you guys going to make like your own little, pod track or whatever? They're like, we don't need to do that. Apparently they need to do that. So at the Shore booth, it is Sweetwater, Fort Wayne, Indiana, GearFest 2022. Carlo, thank you for coming out. I'm Cleveland Terry. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you soon. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Bye.
Peace. Boom. It was fading out.
All right. Woo.